believe that nothing happens until somebody sells something. First up, our number 3 sales director, and I'm going to introduce her to you. Independent Future Executive Senior Director, Cleta Colson Eyre. Go crazy. Yeah, go crazy. I know you get anything to be the number 3 director in this conference. Thank you. She began from Mary Kay Business in September of 1985 and debuted as a sales director in February of 1989. She has achieved Star Consultant 109 times. Go crazy! Awesome. She has achieved the Queen's Court of Personal Sales 8 times, and Cleta has led her unit to a unit circle 24 times and has earned a total of 4 top sales director trips. Go crazy! That's your future! That's your future! Her highest achievement was the $700,000 Circle of Excellence. She has earned 16 career cars, including 10 pink Cadillacs. Go crazy! Please welcome from Valdosta, Georgia, Future Executive, Senior Sales Director, Cleta Colson Eyre.
About 26 years. And I love coming to Michigan. It's so cold, and I just love cold weather. But you know, honestly, it is hot in here today, and even though I got snowed in at the Sioux for 8 days last month, you know, I knew it was going to be sunny when I got here today. So praise God, the sun is out, right? So I want to thank the Lord, my Savior, and give Him all the glory for any success that my youth and I have had. Thank you. I took Him as my partner a long time ago, just like Mary Kay Ash did. And you know, I'm very, very blessed, and I praise God for that. I also want to thank my handsome husband. He's not here today. His name is Brad. He's holding the fort down in Georgia. And I can say that Brad Eyre is all in. We got married because I was so busy at a Mary Kay meeting. Yes, we did. And we took our honeymoon in Maui on a Mary Kay Top Director trip. And so Brad Eyre is all in. I love you very much, Brad. I also want to thank our First Lady, Mary Kay Ash. Don't y'all love the videos? I was at that conference, and you know, I have been in this wonderful company over half of my life. Without her vision and her mission to enrich women's lives, to put God first, and to totally be an example for all of us to be all in, none of us would be here today. Can you imagine? No Mary Kay. I know that I can. And last, I want to honor and give a huge shout out to my National Sales Director, Jamie Cruz Berenios. Jamie is my warrior magnificent. She is my mentor. I'm in the Ruby Go Give area, and Jamie has mentored me for the past almost 3 years. And I tell you, her incredible love for me in my area, her selfless giving, hours of training, and her passion to keep Mary Kay, the company, just like Mary Kay Ash designed it to be, encourages me every single day. She makes me think bigger, and I just want to pass on a little bit of that to y'all tonight. Love you, Jamie. Now, my Mary Kay story started years ago when my grandmother named Mary Catherine and a couple of my aunts sold Mary Kay back in the 60s. They actually called my grandmother Mary Kay. Thought she was Mary Kay for a short time. Anyway, my mother had always used Mary Kay, so I knew about the pink jars and the pink cars really all of my life. My first facial was right after I graduated from college at Harding University in Searcy, Arkansas. I was in the computer era, and I was the computer center operator, and that was going to be my career, is in computers. Well, I tried the product with my friend Sandra Bowes. I immediately loved what I put on my face. I booked a party so I could get more free products, because even though I had a job and I graduated from college, I was broke. Anybody relate? Yes, okay. So long story short, my mom was the one that encouraged me to sell Mary Kay. She said, that'd be a great way for you to make some extra money. So of course I never even thought about selling Mary Kay. As a matter of fact, once she told me about it, I thought, well, you know, all my friends pulled out their wallet and bought something. That seemed pretty easy. So my consultant Sandra took me to a meeting, and I signed up. Well, long story short, after my first week in business, I was doing my perfect start, just like I was trained to do. I had 3 parties under my belt my first week. I sold more product and made more money in Mary Kay than at my 40-hour week job. And so, yes, that's pretty good, man. And so I went to the sales meeting, and they put a crown on my head. Now, I was not the homecoming queen. And so everybody bowed to me, and I'm like, oh yes, that's when I was all in. And so you guys, that was 31 years ago. But I have to tell you, I was an unlikely candidate to sell makeup. As a matter of fact, I was more the tomboy type. I played basketball in all sports, really, but in high school and in college. And in fact, at our little high school, Georgia Christian School, I was the first all-state basketball player for the girls' team. And our team was the first year that they ever went to state. And so, you know, I told my husband, I said, I'm a baller. I can still outplay you. And so, I don't know if I can jump anymore, but I can shoot. But anyway, I went on to go to Harding University, where I graduated, and my senior year, you guys, they decided to start a ladies basketball team, intercollegiate. And so my coach at home called me and said, I need you to try out for that. And I hadn't played sports in 3 years, like organized sports, but I didn't really want to, you know, but I thought, well, he said, if you do it, then other women in our basketball program here at Georgia Christian School, they could go to college and play. But I didn't want to give up time from my senior year to practice, get back in shape and all that good stuff. But I had so much respect for him and what he meant to me and the team and the school that I said, okay. So I played. And I have to tell you that on that first team, Lady Bisons, I did the first jump ball at that school. And it's not that big a deal, but this year, last month, that team went to first the Elite 8 in Division II ladies basketball, and then to the Final Four. But somebody, yes, I'm so proud, go Lady Bisons. You know, somebody had to go first, and if they had not started a team, they would not have that success today. So, you know, in Mary Kay, I've always had a lot of goals and dreams, and I'm going to just kind of tell you a little bit about it, but I want to give you a message tonight, too. When I first started, I just want to sell. I wanted to be the queen of sales at every meeting. I was very competitive being in sports, and so that was my goal. And I really didn't see the value of team building at first. That's kind of crazy, but that's how I was. And in fact, the second year I went to seminar, I was a red jacket. My sister signed up. You know, you got to get one, right? And then 2 people asked me if they could sign up. So I was a red jacket. But I didn't understand it. In fact, the second day at seminar, I didn't wear my red jacket. And my director says, where's your red jacket? I go, you don't wear the same thing every day. Yeah, so there's hope for all of you. Very much hope for all of you. So I ended up moving back home to Georgia, and I worked with my father. He has a printing company. And there was a girl in town, and her name was Debra Bishop. Debra Bishop won her first Mary Kay car, in her first 6 weeks. She became a director. Well, that opened my eyes. I finally got it. I was inspired by her success. She went first for me so I could see it. I learned that building a team was about helping other women and about helping them fulfill their dream. It's just not the me, it's all about me plan. And once I realized that, I started to have a measure of success in Mary Kay. You know, the thing that I really like is playing on a team. And, you know, when a team gets together, works and practices, and then they get that end result, the win, there's nothing better than being on a winning team. Y'all agree? And you're on a team when you're in a unit. Well, at Debra's debut, I invited 25 women. That's a lot, right? I invited 25 women, 13 guests. I had 13 personal guests at her debut. 3 people signed up that night. And at that event, I got on target for my car because I already had 3, remember? So they placed their orders, I was on target for my car, and went on to win my car and become a sales director right after my friend Debra Bishop. So you never know what event's going to change your Mary Kay, change your life, period, and your Mary Kay life, just by putting a little bit of extra effort in. So I said goodbye to my job for my daddy, Colson Printing Company, and I said hello to freedom. I traded in my 8-year-old Escort wagon for a brand new Red Grand Am. Then a pink Grand Prix, that's what they used to have back in the day. And I had a goal though. I wanted to win a pink Cadillac. And I wanted to do it before I was 30 years old. That was my goal. And so guess what? My unit and my friend Debra Bishop, we won that Cadillac the same day. And we sure did. And we picked it up on the same day. But I will tell you that my sister was a stalker, and she saw my car come in first, so I still won. But yes, I did. As a matter of fact, you guys, it was 1992, 29 years old. I picked up that car. Well, actually, by the time it came in, I was 30, and I did not want to part with it. So I was going to go to Michigan to work with my beautiful consultant, Belinda Johnston, who's on the front row right here. And so I thought, I can't leave it. I just got it, right? So I got that car, I put my mother in it, and I drove 22 hours to Michigan. My maiden voyage of my first pink Cadillac. I've got a funny pink Cadillac story, but they're only giving me 15 minutes, so I'm going to have to tell y'all that later. But you know, that car was really, really long and really, really pink, and I really, really loved it. So I'm telling you guys, there is nothing like driving a pink Cadillac. But I want to tell you that I worked my Mary Kay in a lot of different ways through the years. I've worked it married, and then I worked it single. And I'm married now again, but you know what? You can do it any way you want to do it, and it will sustain you through your ups and downs in your personal life, is what I can tell you. It really will. Some of you have had major surgeries and health problems. So have I. I had half my lung removed when I was 34 years old. And you know, you can't think about things like that that are going to happen to you, but they happen. But my Mary Kay was steady, right? I moved 11 times in the same city. I don't know why I did that, but I did. I've had heartaches and disappointments just like you guys have, ups and downs. As a matter of fact, I shared with the directors today, I didn't share the whole story, but there was a time when I had a couple low months with Mary Kay, and I panicked, and I thought, I got to go get my job back with my daddy. So I called my daddy, and I said I wanted to talk to him, so I met him at the office, and I told him I wanted my job back. And I told him, he says, why? And I said, well, and I kind of told him the situation. He said, so you're telling me you've had a couple bad months, and now you want your job back. He said, you don't quit. He said, what if I'd have quit this printing company that I started just after a bad month? He said, you have a job. You need to go work it. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. You know, sometimes it's those things that hard talk, tough talk, and so I went back to work. You know, what could you do? I was thinking today to show Mary Kay and our new president you're all in. I want to talk to you about going first and being first and you having your first. So going first means that you lead in your circle. You know, our seminar's coming up. Will you be the one that waits to see who all registers, or will you say, I'm going first? And you click on it the day it opens, you register. That's what going first is about. You know, you may be a DIQ, and you're like, I wish my team would recruit. You recruit first. You may be a director, and you may say, I want to have a huge month this month. You get your order in first. You know, those that want to lead step away from the herd, and they do it first. They don't wait and ask around what everybody's doing. They take the initiative. So I want you to think about that. Going first means that you're all in. And I can tell you that right now, 31 years in the business, I've never missed not even one career conference, not one seminar, not one leadership, not one fall advance. You know, Mary Kay said that those who show up, go up. And so I thought, okay, that's what I'm going to do, Mary Kay. And of course, I had the pleasure and privilege of meeting Mary Kay and being trained by Mary Kay. And so the fact that you're here today means that you're going to go up. Because you got up, you suited up, you showed up. So hats off to you, honestly. You're going to go up. Do you guys believe it? You're going up. I want to talk to you about how you can be first in your unit. Sometimes you have to be the first one to do something to break your unit open. Could you be the first one in your unit to get a gold medal? Could you be the first one? Yes, that's recruits in 1 month? Could you be the first one to get on your target for your car? Could you be the first director in your area to debut at seminar this year? What about, could you be the first one to do a 10-show week? Maybe it's not been done before in your unit. Could you be the first one at your meeting to have a $1,000 week or a $2,000 week? You know, what about the first one to have 10 guests? Blow your director's mind and blow her mind and have 10 guests at the meeting. Wow. There's so many ways to be first, do something first, you know, and you can, once you decide you're going to be on a mission to do it, I want you to write down a couple of ways that you could be first and do something first for your unit. Before you leave, 5 things that you could do. And then just say, I'm doing it. I'm going to be the first one in my unit. And if you don't know, ask your director. She'll give you some ideas. Also, you want to find a way to have a first for you. What about winning your first diamond bumblebee pin? What about you saying, I'm going to be the first one in my town to win a free Chevy Cruze? You know, and if not in your town, how about on your street? You can find a way to be first. You know, to be first and to go first and be first, you have to give up a couple things. And you know what I found is that sometimes you have to give up time, sometimes you have to give up some people, even negative people, and some things, but you're going to be so blessed when your director calls out your name and says, because of Lindy Blair winning her car, 5 more people won their car this week. I mean, this year. You know, because of Melissa Porter became a sales director, 5 more women busted out and became a sales director. Some people are waiting for you to do it, so they'll do it. Debra Bishop did it, so then I did it. I thought, she can do it, I can do it. So when you give up on a dream, it's not just about you. People are attached to your dream. They truly are. And the thing about it is, if you just hold on to it, no matter what, you're going to make it. You know, Jamie, my national, had a post she just recently did with a tiger stretching up, and it said, 7 times fall, 8 times stood up. And so that's success. Would y'all agree? It truly is. You know, the key is taking that first step. So you can go first, you can be first, and then you can do something that's the first time for you to do it. If you want to do something you've never done and get something you've never had, you have to make a change. Do y'all believe that? You can't keep doing the same old thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give y'all, to end with this, the word first, I'm going to tell you what it stands for, the F, and what you're going to need. F stands for faith. Faith in God to help you keep going even when you feel like quitting. I stands for investment in yourself, but more importantly, invest in others. R stands for risk failure. Do something different than you've never done before. S stands for steadfastness. When you feel you can't go on, I mean, you're at your last single, you're like, I just can't move. Just stand firm. Don't go backwards, just stand firm. Because you're right on the edge, ladies. T is for tenacity. Have a determination and a drive that will not let you stop and let go of your God-given dream. Because this is what I know. If the Lord has put a dream in your heart, then He will also give the ability to reach that dream. And if you have something that you want to do, but then you sometimes like, I don't know, maybe I should just put that down, but you cannot put it down. The Lord won't let you put it down. You just might as well go ahead and say, I don't know how, I don't know when, but I will achieve that goal. And you know, that's been for me for national. And even when it doesn't look like that I'm going to make it, I can't put it down. And so I know I'm going to keep going for it. And the Lord has a plan. It's in His timing. And His timing is going to be there for all of you as well. So you guys, I'm glad you got up, suited up, showed up, and are here at Career Conference. And I'm going to see you at seminar. The next 90 days is going to be the best you've ever had. So we'll be celebrating you on stage as you're getting your first big award.